Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 29 of Let's Play First Insulted. Where the fuck did I get that? First Encounter Assault Recon Fear. We are playing the PC version of the game. As always, with me is Dalton. Say hello.
Hello.
And we are at the part where we just got to Harlan Wade's office, and we are there to meet up with Alice Wade, his daughter. We met him at the very end of the last recording, and the last recording was fun, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Fucking didn't record the end game. OBS did not record the in-game audio. It did not record Dalton either. It only recorded my half of the conversation, and that shit's. Why the fuck am I getting a fucking? God damn it. Why the hell did Fear just crashed.
Oh.
So we were at the part where we were in Harlan Wade's office to meet with Alice Wade, his daughter. The last episodes were a bitch to record because it didn't record my audio or Dalton's. It recorded my audio, did not record Dalton's. There we go.
What? Don't worry. Father will be joining you as soon as we pick him up. No way. I'm not going anywhere until I know he's okay. Yes, I'm not taking any more chances.
Okay, I guess we need to escort her now. And I don't remember if this is difficult to do. So anyway, what we wound up having to do was record a brand new commentary on it. So there was no in-game audio for those episodes, and I'm sorry about that. I did the best I could. I replaced the in-game audio with the game's soundtrack. And then I discovered that the game's soundtrack is shorter than the 2 hours that we recorded. So
You would have thought.
I literally fit the entire game's soundtrack in that video. And then I started adding in tracks a second time, so there are some tracks that are in that more than once. But I thought for the most part it turned out pretty well.
Yeah. Like compared to the other episodes, I think. Like audibly wise, anyway.
Yeah, I mean the audio sounded on us sounded pretty decent. There wasn't much background buzz, which I still don't know what's causing that. I think it's a connection issue or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could be.
We still get hints of it now and then, but in that one episode, it made it practically unlistenable, and I was getting so fucking frustrated and pissed off with the audio with the constant buzzing in the background, because sometimes it was so loud I could barely hear you.
I don't know what it could be. I don't know if it's my microphone itself or what.
I don't know. It's a problem that we just recently started having. But, shit. The episodes wound up turning out all right, and the background music made good background filler.
Yeah. Silver lining on that, at least.
I wish I had gotten him with the first shot, because he did some damage to me. Move, Alice.
Can you kill her in this game?
I don't know.
You don't want to try it, that's for sure.
Should I try it?
I don't know. Unless you get to like a checkpoint and then you just restart from there.
No, I am gonna go ahead and try it. Like, if I reload, I'll be able to do this again with better. Nope. Can't kill her.
Oh, that's a shame.
I need to stock up on med kits again. I've got 3. So, Sony was supposed to hold a big live stream today because, E3 was canceled.
Yeah, and they don't really do their big press conferences anymore. They dropped out last year, I think.
They had already elected to not attend E3, and I don't know if that had something. I don't remember how long ago that was. I don't remember if that was because of COVID-19 or not. But
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They were supposed to do. They were supposed to hold that today, and that didn't happen because of the protests, which I don't want to get into. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Y'all come here to watch a talking dog play video games. You don't come here to hear about real life politics.
Yeah. One thing I will say is that if they would have went through with having the thing, like, it would have been a PR disaster on their part. So it's a good decision in the long run, in a PR sort of way.
Yeah,
I will say that much.
Yeah, I will say that much. But at the same time, I'm also kind of frustrated because it's like, come on, Sony, just show the fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was really looking forward to it too. So I know how you feel. I'm really curious because there's a lot of rumors that RE8 and Silent Hill reboot are going to be shown.
That would be awesome. There's been a lot of rumors about that. There was a thing for Dead by Daylight that had a tie-in with Silent Hill 3, I think.
Yeah, because I think that turned like 20, not 20, but it was like an anniversary recently.
God damn it.
Because there was also a rumor earlier this year that Sony was eyeing to buy the Silent Hill IP. And that could be true. I mean, they denied it at first, but I mean, it could still be true.
I would love for
it makes
that
sense.
To be true.
Because I mean, Sony would be smart to have that could be like a new PlayStation exclusive they could really hold on to and make money off of. That's a good decision if they do buy it.
Give it to one of their many first or second party developers that'll really care about it and will treat it with respect.
Yeah. Because I mean, there really isn't anything. The last actual game in the series came out like in 2012 or 2011 or something like that. So I mean, like something like needs to happen. I mean, there's just anything. I mean, so I think Sony would do a good job handling it. I mean, at this point, like anything's like better than what's happening with the IP now.
Another pachinko machine.
Yeah, another pachinko machine, more gambling machines. Oh, why not? The Japanese like them apparently, so.
Die, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
Because Resident Evil 8 is actually pretty much confirmed at this point, but it's just a matter of showing it off. And I think at this conference it will be showed off. There's a lot of rumors about that as well, like what's going to be in the game and whatnot. But I heard things about like, it's going to be the darkest game in the series and like, shit like that. It's going to have like werewolves and shit. It's going to be in like a snowy village. Like who knows?
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like the series has always been a B-movie series, but I mean it would be cool having like a more dark, serious type of tone in the game. But even RE7's still kind of like B-movie-esque. I mean, it's very similar to like the vibe of Texas Chainsaw Massacre with like a more a B-movie tone to it.
Yeah, I haven't finished 6, or I haven't played 7. I want to. It's on the list of games that I want to buy. I just haven't gotten around to it.
It's really worth it. It's very much in the vein of the classic RE games and classic survival horror, just in first person, and
that bothers the shit out of the fan base, and I don't know why.
Some people, yeah. like people, I see people always say like, "Oh, it's an Outlast clone," because like every first-person horror game's an Outlast clone apparently, even though Outlast is the specific type of first-person horror type of game. It has nothing to do with the type of game RE7 is. Because I mean, RE7 is still an item management, like puzzle-based, like horror, like survival horror game. Just is obviously just it's first person, and ergo it means it's an Outlast clone. I just hate that analogy at this point. Because I know some people can't some people actually can't play like high FPS like first person games because they have like motion sickness issues and whatnot. I mean that's a different story. I've seen people complain about RE7 in that manner, but I mean it's kind of like more like practical reason like not to play the game, but like people who just don't like it for the sake of it being first person is kind of annoying.
Yeah. It's different, so I don't like it. Like, being a bit different does not mean it's bad.
Yeah, it has to have the fixed cameras and the zombies.
Always.
Evil
Nothing else
dogs.
but fixed cameras and zombies for the rest of eternity.
Like,
It's never allowed to evolve.
It can't change, yeah. even at the time in like 05 and 04 and shit, like it can't change. It has to stay fixed cameras. RE4 is a blight on the series because it changes the formula.
Yeah, there are people that legitimately believe that. Like, no, dude, RE4 is fun as shit. What do you want?
Yeah, it's a fun ass game. I don't know how people can deny that. I mean, especially at the time. I mean, a lot of the newer like people who gotten into the series like late like the recent years, like they don't understand at the time that was like a huge deal. That was like a game changer for the whole industry.
Yeah, it really was because the over-the-shoulder camera.
Oh yeah, they just changed action games in general, really.
Yeah,
and obviously the whole survival horror genre too. I mean that's like, a lot of people point that like, oh, it ruined the whole genre because it took a more action-oriented focus, which I mean it makes sense. I mean I see where they're coming from, but RE4 itself is still like a horror.
Yeah, it's still
game.
It's still got to very very much have a, and you can be action horror. Like Fear is action horror. What's the Suffering is action horror.
Suffering, yeah.
And while Fear is a significantly better game, The Suffering's awesome though. The Suffering is absolutely worth your time. But I say Fear is a significantly better game because this is legitimately, in my opinion, one of the best first-person shooters ever made.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why it is. I can see why, because I mean, it really juggles the whole horror and first-person thing well. I mean, like the same developer did the same thing with Blood as well, and juggled it really well as well. Like horror and like first-person shooter combat.
Now they're looking for me because I killed one of their own. So, But it kind of like I get why they did it. It just kind of sucks because part of me's just like, come on, Sony, show the fucking thing already.
Yeah. I mean, it's long overdue at this point. I mean, because already Microsoft showed off their console already, so I mean, it's about time you did, Sony. Because I think the price point's going to be around like 450 to 500. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think it's going to go over $500. Because if it's $600, that'd be really bad for Sony.
Ah, fuck! I didn't realize I was low on health. Yeah, that's. I think they're both will be 400 to 500.
Yeah, because just how the specs are with the PS5, I mean, it has to be around like 450 to 500 if they want to make like any money off of it at all. I mean, obviously, all consoles are kind of like you lose money off of every purchase. I mean, I already kind of realized that with how the hardware is. I mean, with how consoles are in general, but just how the fiasco with the PS3 at the time was kind of a wake-up call for them.
Yeah,
because that didn't really bode well.
In Sony's defense, though, they did do an amazing job turning that console around.
Yeah. Just that initial like thing. I mean, it's the whole choosing a Blu-ray drive over a DVD drive was a big thing. That was because obviously Blu-ray was kind of new at the time.
Yeah, that was expensive. It was an expensive choice, but also not necessarily a bad one. It resulted in Blu-ray winning that format war.
Yeah. No, that was a really good long-term decision, honestly. I will say that much because I mean, at the end of the 7th generation, the consoles. I mean, like some Xbox 360 games are like 2 discs, and like it got to the point where the DVDs couldn't hold everything on one disc, so you had to have multiple discs at all times. You had to download certain.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 on it was more than one disc.
Yeah. Wolfenstein was, New Order was, the GTA 5 was. Because I don't even think there was really any 2-disc PS3 games in terms of like the game itself, not like bonus things or anything. Because I mean, Blu-rays can hold a lot of information, obviously, but. Yeah, I think Sony's really. I mean, I don't know what the outcome of this console. I hate to use the term console war because I mean it's kind of I don't know how I feel about that anymore. But it's just like I wonder who's going to have the bigger sales this generation. I still think it's going to be Sony.
Yeah.
Just from how they're Microsoft kind of botched their like gameplay reveal and.
Yeah, they did very much botch their gameplay reveal.
Yeah. And Sony, like, they showed off it wasn't really like a gameplay thing, but they showed off like a tech demo, basically.
Yeah, it was a tech demo. It was a playable tech demo, but it was a tech demo for the next Unreal Engine, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
That looked truly next gen.
Yeah, really. It makes you really want to see some actual gameplay and from the canceled event, which I really wish they would have some kind of. I mean, I can't really have like a new date now, but we'll just have to wait and see what the new date's going to be. But I hope it's really soon.
Move, Alice. Move, Alice.
Because I think they'll show off more Last of Us 2 shit. I mean, I know a lot of people don't care about it anymore at this point, but
they just did that recently. The last state of play was all Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I know it was.
Just like ever since the leak, so I've seen a lot of people say they don't really care about it anymore, and it is. I don't know. I mean,
I understand why.
I can see why.
I still play the first one, dude. It's really good. It really is.
Because I actually own. I think it was a PS Plus like free game at one point. I have it in my inventory or my library on PSN.